Somewhere right now, there is a person with a high IQ, a good memory, a sharp mind, lying in bed at 2 a.m., feeling like a complete failure. Not because they are lazy, not because they are stupid, but because their brain works in a way the world never prepared them for. If you have ever felt smarter than your results, if you have ever thought, I know I could do more, so why haven't I? This video is for you. Let's talk about why smart people feel like failures, and more importantly, what to do about it. The curse of seeing. Too much intelligence is not just knowing facts, it is pattern recognition. A smart mind sees connections other people miss. It sees 5 steps ahead. It sees every flaw, every risk, every way a plan could fall apart. This sounds like an advantage, and it is until it turns against you. Because the same mind that can plan a business in 10 minutes can also destroy that business in the same 10 minutes, just by imagining everything that could go wrong. Smart people do not fail because they lack ideas. They fail because they can see too many outcomes at once and freeze in the middle of all of them. This is called analysis paralysis, and it is one of the most silent killers of potential in history. The trap of being naturally good. When you're smart, things come easy early on: school, conversations, solving problems. People say you're so talented, and you believe it. But talent without discipline is a ticking clock. Eventually, life gets hard enough that talent alone cannot carry you anymore. And this is where smart people break, not because the challenge is too big, but because they were never taught how to struggle. They were only taught how to be right. So the moment they hit something they can't instantly understand, a shame response kicks in, a voice that says, if I was really smart, this would be easy. That voice is lying to you. Struggle is not proof you are not smart. Struggle is proof you are finally doing something worth doing. Comparing your inside to everyone's outside. Smart people are self-aware. That awareness is a gift and also a trap. You know your doubts, you know your procrastination, you know the ideas you never finished, but you only see other people's highlight reels. So you compare your unfinished, messy, real self to their curated, filtered, edited self. And you always lose that comparison because it was never fair to begin with. The truth, everyone successful you admire has a graveyard of failed attempts behind them. You just don't see it. Social media only shows the trophy, never the 100 losses before it. Overthinking disguised as preparation. Here's something almost nobody says out loud. Overthinking feels productive. It feels like work. Your brain is busy, your thoughts are racing, so it feels like progress. But overthinking is not preparation. It is procrastination wearing a suit. Real preparation ends in action. Overthinking ends in more thinking. If you have spent more time planning your dream than working on it, that is not intelligence. That is fear, dressed up to look smart. The real definition of smart. Here is a definition of intelligence that actually matters. Intelligence is not how much you know. It is how well you adapt when you don't know. The smartest people in history were not the ones with the highest IQ. They were the ones who kept moving despite uncertainty, who took the next step without needing the whole staircase lit up. Failure is not evidence that you are not smart. Failure is the tax you pay for trying something real. Everyone who has ever built something worth having has paid that tax over and over. What to actually do about it? So how does a smart person break this cycle? 3 things. Number 1, lower the size of your first step. Not the goal, the first step. If the plan feels overwhelming, your brain will delay it forever. Make the first action so small it feels almost embarrassing not to do it. Number 2, set a decision deadline. Give yourself a hard limit on thinking time. 15 minutes to decide, then act. This breaks the loop of endless analysis. Number 3, track effort, not outcome. Smart people are addicted to being right on the first try. Let that go. Judge your day by whether you showed up, not whether you succeeded. Outcomes lag behind effort. They always catch up later than you want, but they do. Closing. If you are smart and you still feel like a failure, understand this. Your mind was built for depth, not speed. It was built to see far, not to move fast. That is not a curse. That is a different kind of engine. The world rewards motion, so give your engine motion. Not perfect motion, just motion. You do not need to become someone else to succeed. You need to stop waiting until your thinking is perfect before you let your hands move. Start today. Not the polished version, the rough one, the one where you're scared and unsure in doing it anyway. That is what separates the smart people who become legendary from the smart people who stay stuck, forever explaining what they could have done. Which one are you going to be